I am Frank Fugarino. I'm president of a civic association here, Patasquash Creek Civic Association, but I'm also a resident, I'm a grandparent, I'm a patron of the library, and a believer in my community. There's probably no other project at this time that's more important to us in Mastic Beach than to see this development of Neighborhood Road. A very important part of that would be the expanded library as an annex. There are many things coming down the road. There are many studies been made of Mastic Beach and its community, but this one is hands-on and it's now. It's practical, it's real. On December 10th, when we get to vote as residents, it's one step that we can control. All of the other steps are governmental steps that may or may not happen. This one we can control and have an impact on. So why is it important to us in Mastic Beach, and why is it important for an annex and for development of that building on Neighborhood Road? Neighborhood Road currently is part of a Main Street revitalization program that will come our way. If you believe in the future of Mastic Beach and you live here, you're going to want to support this library. You're going to want to support its development. There are plans for residential building, new construction on Neighborhood Road. It goes hand in hand with a library. Those residents will want to then come to Neighborhood Road, come to the annex, come to the businesses on Neighborhood Road, and it's part of just a positive development of our future. For the Riches annex, for the Montauk Highway annex, so adjacent to the Riches Elementary School, how critical is that? Think about it. We have an elementary school right next door. When I was pleased to hear that the library board had approved the expansion and annex at the Little Red Schoolhouse. Why? There are many members of my civic and many members of the community that had very fond memories of the Little Red Schoolhouse. They went to school there. They objected to it being torn down. The only way to save that building from being torn down is part of this library board project. So for that reason, for the reason that the Riches part of the community wanted to have something of their own, something nearby, something convenient, something that was accessible to them, I support that annex. I think that the problems that may be faced can be resolved by this library board, and I believe that they will make the right decisions about that annex. This project not only meets the needs of all of the residents, some of whom are my members who attended school there in the Little Red Schoolhouse and did not want to lose that memory and the importance of that building to them in their own history, but it also keeps into our community the Colonial Youth and Family Services programs that many children benefit from, many families benefit from. In addition, the Riches community, as to the north of our current library, they benefit by having greater accessibility to a library and the programs and services that would be available. This is all done for $7 a month. One of my members figured it out as 24 cents a day. And yet, the importance of the 24 cents is not about the dollar amount. It's about the hope it brings to this community. It's about the significance that this community is ready to move forward. Those folks that do not believe in the future of our community, I ask of them, what is your plan? Because $7 a month is especially reasonable given all of the benefits we derive as a community. I have 3 grandchildren that are in this community. I come here very often. I bring them here. I encourage them. They are learners. They are lifetime learners, perhaps as a result of their involvement in the library. I came from a neighborhood in the Bronx that nobody went to the library except a guy like myself. I'd find my way to the library. It made such a huge difference in my life. I know it can make a difference in the lives of children, of youth and children. I see it for myself with my own little ones. The parents of the schools who have school-age children need to come out and support this library project. It is a benefit to their future. It's a prospect that is hopeful for their children. And I hope they see it that way. Another reason why I'd like to see this be a successful project is a personal one and a subjective one. 65% of the patrons that use the library come from Mastic Beach and neighboring community, Mastic or Shirley, that part of the Mastic Beach community. I believe that though many of those residents are elderly, I believe that many of them benefit from the use of computer center, the business center, the reference areas. A good friend of mine spent many months here developing a project about Ireland's potato famine. He could not have done it without the help of the library. The library benefits Mastic Beach, benefits its plans for development, commercial development, working with the town of Brookhaven, our councilman, our county legislator, all support the library. It's an important step in our future.
We hope you come out and vote on December 10th at the library between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. If you need any additional information, please visit our website, www.communitylibrary.org, or call us at 631-399-1511, or just come in and visit. We have all the answers to your questions.